Oh, good morning, comic and pop culture fans. This is James with Mint Hunter Comics, and I just got 30 books back from CGC, one big box, one tiny box. I did not pre-screen them. Generally, if you just submit them raw, you get them back a little bit quicker than when you go through the whole pre-screen process. I had my girlfriend put post-it notes on the books, so I do not know the grades. Let's find out together, shall we? And I'm pretty excited about this submission. I don't remember everything that's in this. I do know it's a nice mix of new books, which I specifically wanted custom logos for, mixed with some like 40-year-old Batman books. So it's going to be an interesting submission here, guys. Let's hope for some 9/8s. First up, we got Absolute Carnage, and then over here we got Venom 27, and I just saw the grade on top, but it's a good one. Why don't we do that one first? 9.8 white pages, custom Venom logo, what's not to like? Over here, we have the Absolute Carnage, and this was actually in my cousin's short box, if you guys remember that. It's the only one I submitted so far, but I'm really hoping for it. Ooh, 9.8 white pages. And doesn't that look nice with that custom logo? It perfectly matches the beautiful color scheme of this issue. What a gorgeous comic. Awesome. Next up, continuing the Venom trend, we got Venom 27, the Stegment variant, and the just the regular cover of Venom 28. I think 27 is the first appearance of Codex. I believe so. Really hoping for a good grade here. Whenever I submit new books, I'm hoping for the 9.8. Nice! 9.8 white pages, very clean. And that's a beautiful cover. That looks amazing. Over here we got Venom 28. I've been loving this run, guys. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. 9.8, very nice. Cool. Up next we got another copy of Venom 28. And we got Miles Morales #1, the new ongoing series with Miles Morales. And this has actually become kind of a coveted book, so I'm hoping for a 9.8. Let's start with my second Venom 28 here. 9.8. I've been loving the Venom run. I think it's actually probably one of the best runs going on right now. Miles Morales. And I did get the custom Spider-Man logo, and CGC just dropped the new Miles Morales custom logo. I wish I did this submission like a month later. I would have known about it and gotten it done. Interestingly, you'll see one book involving Null here that I had them put the brand new Null CGC custom logo on. So I found out about that one in time. I just wish I knew about the Miles logo. Either way, pretty sweet, as long as it's the 9.8. Very nice. Oh, good. Very nice. So far, guys, there's no scuffing or any misalignments in my books. Very nice. Ooh, beautiful. Up next, we got my Immortal Hulk 37s. I was really submitting them for the Alex Ross Timeless variant. I have all the Alex Ross Timeless variants, but these ones I wanted to get in so I could use the custom logos, and I believe these custom Hulk logos have now been discontinued. Don't quote me on that, but I know that they just released all their new logos. So does that mean these old logos are on the outs? I don't know, I might have submitted these at the perfect time. And I did submit the regular cover here. I'm really hoping for a 9.8. Very good. This is the type of book where if you don't get a 9.8, ooh, that's not very valuable at all. Pretty cool. Obviously, the Immortal Hulk run is amazing. Up next, we've got... Yes! Guys, Immortal Hulk, the Alex Ross Timeless variant. Look how beautiful that is. And with that Hulk custom logo, that's just amazing. Alright, my next Hulk cover, let's start with that one. 9.8, super clean. Alright, no 9.6s yet. We're doing good, we're doing good. Let's keep up the pace. This is, I just saw it, X-Force #4, Archangel cover, the Alex Ross Timeless variant with the X-Men custom logo. Very nice. And it is a 9.8, I cheated and saw up top. That's sweet. Man, I am becoming a big advocate for these custom logos. I wish they had custom logos for every single book, and I wish that they didn't expire them after every year or two. There's a great Iron Man custom logo, which is now discontinued, and I would have loved to have submitted for it. I don't understand why they can't just hold on to the custom logos. I will pay extra for it. Sometimes. A couple more X-Men Alex Ross Timeless variants for you. We got Beast and we got Storm. Let's check it out. 9.8. Very nice. Very clean. And that's a beautiful cover, especially with that custom X-Men logo. Let's check out Storm. I really like this one. Ooh, yeah. 9.8. White pages all around. No disappointments yet, guys. Not bad. Now, the rest of my Alex Ross covers I submitted in because they didn't have the custom logos. Like, there's no Ghost Rider, there's no Daredevil. So I just submitted those in. They're not going to have custom logos. Let me move my cup out of the way. Has it been there this whole time? Last of the Alex Ross Timeless variants that I did get the custom logo for. This is Wolverine. And it is the 9.8. That's a sweet looking one. And interesting that they chose to do the brown suited Wolverine. That's kind of neat. Cool. I don't think I can sell these. I'm going to try to collect them all. I really hope they all get 9.8s. Those are just too freaking fancy. Alright, next up we got Webb of Venom, Wraith #1. I remember in like September, Donnie Cates was like, you have to read this book. It's so important before you get into King in Black. So I got like 10 of them. I submitted some to CGC, including the variants. And I think this is where I messed up. Usually when I submit an order to CGC, I try to do 25. And I think I accidentally marked this as just one, where I actually submitted several. And that's probably why it ended up being 30 instead of 25. So I did have to get charged a little extra for an additional shipping box. Whatever. Let's take a look. It's all worth it as long as they get 9.8s. 9.8. Can't see it. 9.8. Very nice. And let's see. Another one. 9.8. Keep it going. Same one. 9.8. Very nice. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but that is the book that I got the custom Null logos on. Check it out. I was originally doing the Venom logos. I contacted customer support and I was like, yo, these new Null logos are dope. Can you do that for me? And they put them on all of my Web of Venom Wraith books. And I do have 2 more back here, and then we're going to move on to the really old Batmans. So I got 4 of the variant and I got 4 of the regular. Let's check them out. 9.8. Very nice. These are the type of books where you're in trouble if you don't get a 9.8 because they won't be that valuable. 9.8, very clean. And a 9.8. No 9.6s yet, but now we're going into the old Batmans. I think this is where we're going to get it. I'm not even going to put another comic because this one stands on its own. This is Vengeance of Bane, #1, first appearance of Bane. I think it was 2 submissions ago, you guys might have seen I submitted, and I got a 9.6, which is very respectable, especially since that was my childhood copy. But I dropped about 80 bucks on this one because I thought it was perfect. So I submitted this one in, and we're going to find out together if I got it. I've been wanting this book for a while. You can actually still get a 9.8 of Bane's first appearance for under $500. And I don't think that's going to be the case forever. So obviously I still don't want to toss $400 towards this book. That's really expensive. So hopefully submitting it. Oh, yes! 9.8. I've never had a 9.8 in this book. First appearance of Bane. Awesome. That is just so awesome. Good stuff. Alright, next we got Tales of Teen Titans 55 and Detective Comics 737. This is not a key at all, but sometimes I like submitting books just for the story, if I just loved it as a kid or whatever. Or if the artwork's just amazing, and I actually think this is an amazing Deathstroke cover. When I finally get my Deathstroke statue, I might put this behind it. Even though I have Deathstroke's first appearance, I like this cover a lot. And then this is the 3rd in-canon Harley appearance back in '99. So since that's more of the key, let's start with this one. I've gotten a 9.8 in this one before, actually. Ooh, 2 for 2! Okay, still no 9.6s yet. This is from 1985, so this is really old. Can I get the 9.8? Ooh, 9.8. That's a risk that paid off. Very nice. Okay, now over here on my left, your right, we have Batman 89. This is the third one I've ever submitted. It is Punchline's first cameo. Whenever you find this book and it's in decent shape, you just gotta submit it. Can I go 3 for 3 though? I can indeed. Wow. Okay, so, and I have not sold one yet, so I am now sitting on 3 9.8s of Batman 89, Punchline's first cameo. Very nice. Now this one, I just mentioned I like submitting books that have awesome covers. This is a book where it's so not noteworthy. There's no notes, no nothing, but people go bonkers because of this awesome jock cover. Now, I never thought I would own a high grade of this, but recently I went to a comic stock room and I noticed they had like some books they had hundreds of. And I went to the Detective Comics and I did find this one. There unfortunately was only one. I could have gotten really lucky and it was pretty near perfect. But I did pay cover price for it. Now that's pretty freaking cool. Let's see if we can get it. I'd be happy with a 9.0. Oh my god. Yo, this just saved me like $600. This is like a $607 comic, and I just got the 9.8. Oh man. That's actually one of the nicest flips I've ever had. This is a highly coveted book, guys. Oh my gosh. Wow, I got lucky on that. And we still haven't gotten anything below a 9.8. This is crazy. These last 4 comics, they're all from the early 80s, so I'm not expecting 9.8s. Granted, I submitted them because I thought they were perfect, but nonetheless, there's a myth when it comes to CGC that you can't get a perfect submission. I have got a perfect submission when I submitted 5 books. I got all 9.8, but if you submit 25 or over, you're rarely gonna get all 9.8s, although we're already at 25 and we have 9.8s. Can we get all 30? We'll see. Let's take a look. We got Batman 377 and 379. Both are from 1984, 85, I can't remember. And it'll tell me on the book, but I don't want to cheat because I might see the grade up top here. Yeah, you know, I just thought that these were perfect. The only thing I might worry about is even if they get 9.8s, they could be maybe off-white to white pages. You know, that page quality counts, but let's take a look. Oh, 9.8 Mad Hatter story. Man, whenever I get a submission back that has books from the 80s that get a 9.8, it just hits different. It's a lot more exciting than the new books, even though getting this was really cool. Man. I'm really happy with that. And then we have 377. So let's check that out. 9.8. Woo, guys, we're doing good here. But that does mean I got 2 books left. I don't know if we're going to be able to squeak it. We'll see. Alright guys, last 2 books, we got 340 and 333. Now we're talking like 1980, 1981, so these are pretty old. I do see that they're newsstands. A lot of newsstands back then were read more than the direct editions, even though there were more newsstands made back in 1981 than directs. Still, if you get a 9.8, it's a bit of an achievement on your own. So let's see. Oh man. Okay, that puts no pressure on this book at all. Now this book has to get a 9.8, because then I would have a 30 perfect submission. Wow, look at that. And I love that cover too. That's great. Oop. First Gene Colan Batman art. Oh, so this is actually Gene Colan's first work with Batman. I did not know that. I just submitted this because I thought it looked clean. Okay, I'll take it. Alright guys, like I said, that puts no pressure at all on this last book here. I think it's a really dumb cover. It's Batman skiing down the slopes. Don't like the color scheme. I think it's a little silly. But tell you what, if it gets a 9.8, it gets a pass from me, because this is from 1981. Let's see. Okay, we just had a perfect submission. We just had a perfect submission with custom logos and really old books. I wish I could wake up every morning to 30 perfect 9.8s from CGC. Man. Okay, so the only trouble I'm having is a lot of this is going to be for the personal collection. I don't know what I'm going to sell. Maybe the Venoms? I don't know. Probably definitely the Webb of Venom Wraith #1s. I am going to put these up on my Instagram if you guys want any of these. Obviously, some of these are staying for me. Most are staying for me. Guys, this is why you get your books pressed. This is why you mill over these books when you're checking them out before you submit. Because you might just get a perfect 30 CGC submission. Man, and I got the first appearance of Bane and an 880 to boot? Let me think, was this my best submission ever? I don't know, that one where I submitted 60 books and like 85% of them came back in 9.8s. That might still be the best one, but that being said, I just got a 100% 9.8 ratio on this, so this is definitely a contender for my best submission yet. And that really helps because my last submission to CGC was kind of a mess. Oh, that's awesome. This regains my confidence so much. Guys, as always, cheers, keep on collecting.